We're going to go back to another round of startups. It's a lightning round. Each startup is going to come on stage. They have 2.5 minutes to pitch you, our audience, on their business idea, just as if you were perhaps in an elevator. So I'm going to be keeping the time. These are our health tech startups, the second round. Please welcome Hindsait.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Pinaki Dasgupta. I'm from Hindsait, Artificial Intelligence for Better Healthcare. So imagine a future where we talked about precision medicine, but even before an adverse events may occur, what if artificial intelligence could predict, detect, inform your physicians, inform your spouse, get the ambulance ready at your door, and the care managers are ready to take care of you, all this before it happened. And that future is not too far. And that future is what we are building in Hindsait. So who are we? We are engineers, we are doctors, we are nurses, PhDs, data scientists. We put together the team in New Jersey, United States. And today our system is live. We process roughly 25,000 prior authorizations requests per month for about 35 different health plans through our client, Magellan Health, since 2015. And what we do is to prevent unnecessary services. Now, in US healthcare, which is slightly different than yours, payers, health insurance companies, they manage utilization. And it's well-known fact that in healthcare today, we do over-testing, over-diagnostic testing, procedures which are not necessary. And health plans require providers to obtain a prior authorization before a test or diagnostics could be performed, like MRI, CT, whatnot. And then they hire nurses and doctors to review those requests to make sure they meet clinical necessity criteria, and subject to those meeting criteria, they either approve or deny those requests. Now, because of human errors and biases, we see a lot of decisions are made which are either approvable decisions are denied or deniable decisions are approved. So when we brought it into our platform, by applying machine learning, natural language processing, so NLP essentially extracts all the clinical concepts, machine learns from the historical data as well as all the clinical necessity criteria, protocol, and then by predictive analytics, we score between 0 and 1. If it's close to 0, it's deniable. If it's close to 1, it's approvable. So by doing that, we are changing the healthcare. There are new, exciting applications, use cases that we are building, which will help eliminate some of those, not just unnecessary services, but will help doctors and clinicians to make the right decision based on protocol, guidelines, and truth. Thank you.
The elevator doors are opening. Thank you very much, Hindsait, for your 2.5-minute pitch. Let's bring up our next startup, nevisQ.
Thank you very much. Hello, welcome. My name is Dennis Boyer, and I'm one of the 4 founders of nevisQ. The problem we are solving is quite known, I guess, of all of you, faults of elderly people. We developed in the last month a solution which allows nurses, especially in nursing care homes, to detect and to prevent faults. How we do that? We simply install small baseboards on the bottom in the room of each resident of a nursing care home. This installation allows us to track all activities within a room and identify for sure faults, and we can prevent them. How we do that, for example? If at night an elderly person wants to get to the toilet, she is mostly disoriented and doesn't really know what to do. Our solution switches slightly the lights up, and the nurses will be notified that the resident in the room needs maybe help. So the nurse can immediately support the resident. And of course, if there's a case of a fall, the nurse is also notified. Last but not least, we do some kind of an individual risk analysis of each resident so that we can predict the falling risk. And if the nurse knows how the falling risk of an elderly person is, they can directly activate this person again and bring them back to more mobility and help them to not fall again. Yeah, right now we are a startup started in 2015, founded in Aachen at the RWTH Aachen. And we are a funded team, and we have access to money till end of March. So we're looking for partners in the industry and for sure in the future for investors. Thank you very much.
NovioSQ, thank you very much. Our next startup is Non-Invasive Medical Devices. Come on up. Your 2.5 minutes starts now. Good luck.
1 of 8 women are suffering from breast cancer. Half of them die because of the treatment itself. Hi, my name is Boutros. I'm from NIMD, Non-Invasive Medical Devices. I came here to present my new medical device that combines 2 technologies, nanotechnology and microwave technology. This combination enables us to focus microwave beams on tumors, solid tumors inside the patient's body that are preceded with nanoparticles. The nanoparticles absorb the microwave and they convert it into heat. We showed results on experiments on animals that we can reach up to 60 degrees centigrade. This temperature enables us to burn actually the cancer cells selectively because the nanoparticles are present only in the cancer cells. They are not present in the healthy cells due to EPR effect, enhanced permeability and retention. We are now focusing our efforts on making some advances in this device. It has also some potential abilities to scan the patient and diagnose early stage cancer. Our team consists of PhD holders from physics to chemical physics, physical chemistry. We have a versatile group. We are based in Jerusalem, in Israel, and we have approached the CE mark. We are applying for it, and then we're going towards the FDA. I would be glad for questions.
A 2.5 minute pitch with time for questions. I call that impressive. Quick question. Anyone want to? You guys are so shy. How long do you think it's going to take you to get FDA approval?
It's not yet approved. It's submitted.
How long do you think you need?
We need maybe 2 years up to be into markets.
All right, good luck with that. Non-invasive medical devices. Thank you very much. Let's pull up our next startup, NovioSense. Come on up. So we've got 2:30 on the clock. Here you go.
Okay, thank you very much. How cool is this show? I'm really enjoying it. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about NovioSense. And first, I'm a diabetic, so I'm going to practice what I preach. NovioSense is a medical device company. We're active in the diabetes space. This is the current best of the rest. It's a Bluetooth-enabled device, fits on your body here, small needle goes into your body, comes out, leaves a patch behind. It's really great. Links with your phone, probably, eventually. Sends data back and forth. Problem is, I've got 2 kids, and this lasts about 10 seconds before my kids pull it off. Lasts a bit longer when I'm playing squash, about half an hour. So actually, it's a nice device, but it cost me 50 euros, and I probably need like 10 of them a month. So we came up with an idea. Can we take a glucose monitor, and can we do something different with it? So yeah, we take something somewhat smaller, and I hope none of you can see this. A little device like this. We drop it just here in the lower eyelid. Then you take any NFC-equipped cell phone, bring it up to your eye, and you have your glucose results. So NovioSense is taking the idea of having a device that goes in your body, putting it somewhere completely different, and letting you bring any device you want that has NFC technology in it to read your glucose measurements. We were founded in 2012. We got our first clinical data back last year, and this week we close our fourth financing round which will take us through the clinical phase of clinical validation. And hopefully next year you'll hear from us that we have successful clinical validation of the device in diabetics. I even have time for questions as well.
Go ahead. Talk loud.
What's the technology? So how you measure this and what's the accuracy of the result?
Yeah, it's super simple. We take a test strip, exactly the same technology as in test strips, enzyme-based technology, and we stick it on a spring. Actually, we have the same accuracy as the invasive devices. In some cases, actually, we beat Medtronic.
You got time for one more, I think.
Absolutely. We designed the device with exactly the right dimensions. It sits in the pocket. It's the right size to fill the pocket, and it doesn't come out. Yeah, if you stick your finger in your eye and do like that, it'll come out. If you're doing sports, if you're running around, if you have 2 crazy kids like I do, it doesn't come out.
All right. That's impressive. 2 questions in 2:30. You might have a future as an auctioneer. Thank you very much. Let's bring up our next startup, SpinDiag. Welcome to 30 on the clock. Here you go.
Thank you. SpinDiag is a company located in Freiburg, Germany. Our team consists of 6 researchers and an experienced entrepreneur who set out to join the fight against antibiotic-resistant bacteria, one of today's severest health problems. More than 500,000 patients are infected every year by other patients in German hospitals alone. 15,000 of these patients die of the infection. What makes this matter worse is the emergence and spread of antibiotic-resistant bacteria frustrates our abilities to treat these infections effectively. Today, antibiotic-resistant bacteria are brought to hospitals, their patients and staff by other patients without anyone noticing. Screening of risk patients is seen as a good tool to reduce these infections. However, conventional technologies still take 2 to 3 days to diagnose a patient. In the meantime, the hospital is left with a dilemma to either isolate a patient on suspicion, which is quite costly, or to risk that the patient may infect others. SpinDiag addresses this unmet need of hospitals by providing a fast, broad, and affordable detection of antibiotic-resistant pathogens. With our system, patients can be screened directly at their admission, and infected patients can be treated in isolation, protecting other patients from getting infected. Our system consists of a low-cost, easy-to-use disposable and a portable device. All there is for the nurse to do is take a regular swab sample, like they always would do, put the swab directly into our disposable, and run the disposable in our device. The results are available just 30 minutes after. We want to make this screening available to hospitals to keep their patients and staff safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We know we also know how expensive it is for the healthcare system. One major factor for the costs due to chronic diseases is because people with these illnesses are forgetting to take their pill. This simple movement causes big problems. I am Esteban, we are WearHealth, and we're solving this problem with machine learning and data from wearables. So let me explain you a little bit, how does this work? You might say, yeah, my uncle has a reminder. He's using an app. It reminds him when to take the pill. Of course, those products are out there. They help you to log data intake, pill intake, and they help you to remind you. There's also smart boxes that track when you take a pill. But they still fail. They don't solve the problem because they don't analyze on an individual level, why are you forgetting to take the pill in the first place? That's where we come in. We take off-the-shelf wearables, such as the Apple Watch or the Microsoft Band. We analyze the data and we understand the context. For example, if somebody's driving in the car, he's going to his house, should a system tell him, please take your pill? Of course not, because probably he won't take it. Or should a system remind me right now while I'm pitching, take your pill? I will probably forget it because I won't listen it. Our system understands this, learns from it, and finds the unique moments and the most appropriate moments for that person to take the pill. In addition, with the help of the wearables, we're able to track pill intake. We know, based on the gesture of the hand, that the person took a pill. We know that the person is eating. We know that the person has drinking water or is smoking. We are a B2B company. We are offering our solutions to health insurances, reinsurances, and pharmaceuticals. At the moment, we are based in Germany. We have an office in Bremen, an office in Munich. We are working there with the biggest reinsurance in the world, the Munich Re, and we're working on a medical trial in Zurich. My co-founder Michael is here. We're happy to talk to you, so please come to our stand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, WearHealth, ending right on time there. Let's give a big round for all of our startups. That was pretty impressive. There were some really good ideas in that mix. Great job, guys. I'm really impressed. I don't know, while we're talking about health tech, if it's a good idea to raise the point that sitting for too long is really not good for your health. So I invite everyone to go ahead and stand up, stretch a little bit, shake out your limbs. We're going to take a 5-minute break. You can even grab a coffee if you want. Come back to the next session with questions. My challenge to you, think of a question for our next panel, okay? I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.